So our tea is almost ready. It's brewing now. And just look at this goodness. Hello everyone, welcome to Lecker Treats and thank you so much for being here. As you can see, we are in our new kitchen. I'm super excited to be bringing you lovely recipes from our new kitchen. It was fixed just a couple of days ago and I'm so excited about it. So it's a weekend and I wanted to bring you a lovely brunch idea that you can make for your family. It's a breakfast idea as well. And it's none other but frying eggs the Ghanaian way, but we are going to have a little bit of twist to it. So for this we need some eggs, which I have here. We are a family of 5, so whenever I'm frying eggs, I fry about 12 pieces of eggs when we are having it on a weekend. As you are making your Ghanaian fried egg, you always have to get onion and tomato. So I'm going to be using an onion, 1 onion and 1 tomato. And the last ingredient we have, in addition to having our salt and our oil to make our fried eggs, is bacon. We love to have our bacon with our eggs on a weekend. Over here I have the thinly sliced one, not the thinly sliced one, but it's a bit chunky, so you can get to chew on that as well. So we have this and we are going to start frying our eggs. Let's get started. So we'll begin with the eggs. Usually when you go to Ghana, you get a lot of people frying eggs in the morning by the roadside and in the evenings as well. It's a lovely delicacy that is enjoyed with Milo, our favorite Milo, and also tea. Yeah, it's very common in Ghana and it's also enjoyed in our households as well. So we love to do it. And the Ghanaian egg, if you're making fried egg, scrambled egg, it needs to be well done. So I'll be showing you that in a short while. This is how it's looking like. We are going to set this aside and work on chopping up our tomatoes and our onions. So let's do that as well. I've already washed this. I'm rinsing this off and then we get started. So that's how they slice it in Ghana. You can just cut the onion into any size of your choice. I love to cut it thinner in this way so that the kids can enjoy it. When they see larger chunks of onions, they don't like to eat it. Next, we'll begin frying, but before then, we need to add some salt. You can add everything at this time and just fry it up. But however, on some occasions like today, I love to give my bacon a little bit of a frying, just a few minutes, a couple of minutes. So I'm whisking it very well, then I add my tomatoes and then we'll get started. In comes our tomatoes. We continue whisking and that's all. So next we'll be adding our oil, and this will be fine for our 12 eggs, and then we turn on our heat and start frying. So there's an induction cooker and it heats up very fast. As you can tell, I'm going to put it on medium heat for us to get started with. And I'll turn on the extractor as well on just the first level. We'll begin by adding our onions. And next we'll be adding our bacon. And then we stir everything very well for just about a couple of minutes. The main reason why I fry my bacon before adding this sometimes is that I want the bacon to be a little bit well cooked before I add my eggs. After now, it's been on for a couple of minutes now. I feel it's okay. We're adding our eggs to this now, and yeah, give everything a good mix, and then we pour our eggs. But right before we pour our eggs, please try and increase the heat as well, because you don't want it to go down when you add the eggs to it. So we are going to pour everything over it, like so. To decrease the heat a bit so that it takes a time to cook for you. Today we are having scrambled eggs, so I'm just trying to try and push things aside, scramble it a bit. I want to have larger chunks in there, so I'm not going to make it into tiny bits and pieces. So this is what we have. I really love this induction cooker. Although it's induction and it heats up very early, it takes its time to cook your food. I am talking from experience because I use the induction cooker from IKEA, the Tripe Raider, and that is super fast, super fast. Your food gets cooked in no time. This gets cooked, but then it takes its time for your food to be cooked. So we are going to be flipping this a bit, so that it comes out beautifully. Just look at that. Look at this goodness. Today we are going to make some tea. I think my husband would like to have a cup of coffee, myself, but we are going to add some tea at the side for the kids. They love to have their tea in the mornings, so that's what we are going to do. If you do not want your egg fully cooked at this moment, you can just pour it into your serving dish and you are good to go. But we want it a little bit more cooked, so I'm going to leave it on the fire for a couple of minutes and then we take it off. Our scrambled eggs is ready. It's time to make our tea, and I love to make the tea in this kettle. Sometimes I put in the tea bags here, and yeah, this kettle has been serving me for a long time now, but I'm planning on changing it soon. If you know of any good brand of kettle, the Philips brand works great, but I wanted to try something else. So if you know any brand of kettle that will be working well, please recommend it for us. Yeah, all-time favorite of my kids. They love it. It is berries, mixed berries. So with this tea container, you have this insert over here that you can put your fresh tea herbs, tea leaves inside, or you can put in the bagged ones. Because we are making a lot and do not want to do it individually, that's why we are cutting this and then we put in the bagged ones in there. So I'm going to put about 6 in. That's the quantity I use for about 1.5 liters, 1.6 liters of tea. So we'll be using some spring onions to garnish our egg. You can put in a napkin, and then you can, it's a bread basket. Then you can put your bread in to serve your guests. So delicious. Give it a try. You love it.